can't let you check your coolant every morning. The old wrist pin knot. Only does it when it warms up though. After that, it's good. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is a different one. Not a Mustang video. If you are a Mustang viewer and you're watching this video, I greatly appreciate it, man. The last truck video that we did, it got over 1,000 views, man, and that made me pretty happy. I'm not sure if it was you guys. YouTube analytics is saying that it's, you know, other people, probably Super Duty fans, so maybe this will bring in Jeep fans. But if you are a subscriber and you're watching non-Mustang content, I greatly appreciate it, guys. You know that we are trying to branch out, you know, and do other things, not just Mustang stuff. But with this project almost being done, I am very excited to get back to the Mustang thing. So this is my daily driver, 2001 Jeep XJ, and as you guys can tell from the title, this was my first vehicle. My dad bought me a 2001 Jeep XJ, pretty similar to this, and what's kind of weird is it's pretty similar in mileage too. This one has 182,000. Mine had 186,000 when we got it. So pretty much, man, when I got this thing, it was local to me, it was white, and it was completely rust free. So I was a sucker for a white vehicle, and I was a sucker for a Jeep XJ that had no rust. So down here, you know, we're not in the Rust Belt over there on the East Coast like some of you guys are. We're in South Texas, but we are like right off the coast. So, you know, a lot of people take these things to the beach and get a bunch of sand in them and don't clean the sand off, and that starts to rust. So this one completely rust free, man. Looks like it's never even touched the beach. I actually just did a fuel tank job on this thing, and back there where it covers the filler neck hoses, there were just a bunch of dirt, like no sand, just like a bunch of dirt and like mud, pretty much from like road grime and stuff like that. But yeah, this thing is completely rust free, so I was a sucker for it. Dude asked $2,500 for it, and at the time it was blowing smoke out of the tailpipe. The thermostat housing had a crack in it. It was blowing water out of there. The water was nasty, cooling brown. I know I probably should have stayed away from it, but I did it. I wanted it, and got it. Shortly found out, I think it was the next day when I was just digging into it, checking stuff out, I found out it had a cracked head. The old 0331 had a cracked head. Wasn't too mad about it, man. I was gonna buy it regardless. Like I said, I'm a sucker for these things, and it is identical to the one I got in high school. So I was gonna buy it either way, man. I think I worked him down. I think he was asking $3,000. But yeah, so as you guys can tell, the headliner is really nasty. That's one thing we do need to address. So yeah, gave him the money, paid for it, ended up having a cracked head. So I just started dumping money at this thing, man. So pretty much this project is gonna be what I wanted my high school one to be, except I'm not a broke high school kid anymore. I do have some money saved up, and I have been throwing some coin at this thing, and hopefully make this video to get some help from you guys, because I don't want to say how much money I have in this thing, because it's gonna look like, that typical YouTuber, like, oh, I spent this much money, you know, just did that on the truck. I don't want to do it with this one. It's gonna look like I'm flexing or whatever, but I have a lot of money in this thing. Just got it done getting painted. It has a clear water head. It has a new radiator, new water pump, new thermostat housing, new lifters, new E-fan, of course, spark plugs, coil pack. What else? I gotta look, man, but there's a whole list. I'll put up a screenshot of everything that I have and everything. But pretty much, you know, the big thing was the cost of the Jeep was $2,500, and then I bought a lift for it. I think I paid $600, and then the wheels and tires were like another $2,500, I think, because I got a full with the spare and everything like that. So that's pretty much what really raised the cost. But as far as motor wise, the whole top end is completely rebuilt. The whole cooling system is brand new. Oh, I forgot to mention, the previous owner swore to God he didn't know it had a cracked head, right? The whole thing was full of stop leak, like full of stop leak. I've never seen a vehicle with this much stop leak. It didn't have a thermostat in it, so when I took the thermostat housing off to change it, which it had a hole in it, you know, this guy knew I was gonna change it. I guess some people are just scumbags like that. Took the thermostat housing off. The hole where the thermostat sits was completely blocked off with stop leak. So I knew I had some stuff. I knew I had some trouble on my hands. So forgot to mention, all brand new injectors, injector pigtails, rewired all those. Rewired the coolant temp sensor because all those wires were literally fried. If I have the pictures, I'll put them up on the screen. The injector wires were like scotch locked together. Freaking terrible, guys. If you are like starting out mechanics, please do not use scotch locks. I don't know why people freaking use those things. Anyways, so yeah, full of stop leak, and me and my dad knew that we had a project on our hands, so we went ahead. I got a clear water head ordered, got the whole gasket kit, you know, started tearing this thing down, did it at the house, had to do freeze plugs as well, did all of that, right? Well, let's fast forward to, I think I have 1,000 miles on the build now. You guys can see yesterday I didn't trust this gauge. We just took it 2 hours. If you guys know where the valley is from Corpus, we took it over there. I just installed this glow shift gauge, which is pretty cool because on the clear water head, I guess it's made for the previous version, the XJs, so it still has the port on the back of the head. 97 plus don't use that port, so there's just a block off in there. I took that port out, and it was the same fitting for the glow shift gauge. So I got a temperature gauge for the head, and then I got a temperature gauge for the thermostat housing. So still fighting overheating issues at idle. It's perfectly fine right now. It's at 200 degrees. I'm just sitting here talking to you guys with the AC on. Everything is good until I get up to highway temp. Whenever I get up to highway temp, it's good for a while, like probably a good hour. Then it starts creeping and creeping and creeping and creeping until it gets to about 230, and I shut it down because I'm not trying to crack another head. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if more stop leak was still inside the block. Like I said, we pulled all the freeze plugs out, pressure washed the inside of the block. There was a bunch of like rust, mud. Like, if you guys ever seen stop leak deteriorate, they're like little rocks. Like, they look like sugar cubes everywhere. So cleaned all that stuff out the best I could, man. My garage was full of water. Cleaned all of that out. Like I said, everything in the cooling system is brand new. Radiator, water pump, hoses, everything. Heater core, evaporator. I did all of that. So everything is brand new. So I don't know. Crossing my fingers that some stuff did get left behind and everything got caught in the radiator, pretty much like a filter, you know what I mean? And that's why at higher speeds the water can't flow through the radiator and it's stopping it up, you know? So that's the next thing on our list, is get a new radiator for it, throw that in there. And then I also got a vacuum fill kit. If you guys ever seen those, they're like, you vacuum fill the system. You don't have to turn on the vehicle or anything, because I know these are a pain in the ass to fill. So maybe it's just an air bubble, I don't know. But me and my dad tried everything. We swapped out the thermostat 2 times. That hasn't done anything. So right now it's creeping a little bit past 210, and our glow shift gauge is reading like 215. So to me that's normal, but once we get over 220, yeah, I'm not comfortable with that. So there's a little background on the Jeep, man. Interior is pretty clean. It still has a factory radio. I just grabbed these 3 switches. This is my first Jeep that the freaking wiper actually works. It works, it sprays and everything. AC works awesome. Like I said, it's got the works, compressor, condenser, evaporator, dryer, all the hoses. Everything is brand new in this thing. So I'm not giving up on it now, man. I'm trying to figure this thing out. That way it could take me to work. Work is 8 hours from here. So yeah, I'm hoping that we can get that done. And I'm actually about to go drop it off to get lifted. I know I should work out the overheating issues first, but I have the lift, I have the wheels and tires. It doesn't overheat around town. I might as well lift it right now if the opportunity came up. So that's gonna be another video. But let me get out and show you guys what this thing looks like. Got it painted. It looks pretty damn good. Looks pretty damn good. There she is, man. Looks pretty damn good. Got some custom bumpers, front and rear. Amazon headlights. They work awesome. Completely bone stock suspension, so the tire carrier and the front bumper is sagging it. It's gonna look awesome, man. Doing a 4.5-inch lift on 31s. That's how my high school one was. I got this sweet license plate mount, wired it in. Works great. Stock exhaust, stock catalytic converters, everything like that, man. The good old classic XJ look, man. You cannot beat it. You cannot beat it. Forgot to mention, I do know something is wrong with the cooling system because the electric fan stays on. Might have to change the relay, I don't know. It does, it's off whenever you first start the vehicle, but once it gets up to heat, stays on. It doesn't cycle. I know it's supposed to come on around 217, 220. That thing turns on at like 208 and it stays on. So I got a Mopar coolant temp sensor on the way. We're gonna throw that in there. Throw the new radiator in there, and I might do the ZJ fan clutch. You guys let me know if I should do that. I don't know if these, I think my original had a standard fan clutch and it was fine, never overheated. But that thing also had a rebuilt motor. We got screwed on that deal too. That one was in a wreck. Freeze plugs were leaking on it, and it had piston slap, kind of like this one, but this one goes away once it warms up. You can't even hear it no more. It doesn't, only on a cold start. It's kind of like a, it sounds like a wrist pin. That's what my dad said. But yeah, the other one had low oil pressure. It was a lemon. The other one, it was a lemon bad. At least the lower end on this one's pretty decent. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, man, drop a thumbs up. And we're about to go drop it off to get lifted. So I'm already running a little bit behind. We're gonna load up the blue truck, take it over there, and then go drop this thing off. So if you guys are excited to see it get lifted, drop a thumbs up for your boy. And I'm excited, man, to make other content rather than Mustang. But this thing is almost done. I just got to figure out the cooling issues and make a good daily out of it. It's already done, man. It's painted, lift, wheels and tires are here. Once we get it sorted out and it doesn't overheat anymore, we're done, man. Full-blown coyote swap. We're ready to go, man. So drop a thumbs up for your boy, like I said, man, if you guys appreciate it. We'll see you guys on the next one. It's your boy, 4.6Chris. Peace out, man. I can't believe I just did that. it's lasered into my brain. It's your boy, ReyesBuilt. See you guys on the next one. Peace out.